Good morning and welcome to Jenn Jiggles. Today is September 2nd, 2019. How are you? How was your weekend? Mine was good. I'll get the weight stuff out of the way first. Last week I lost a total of 3 pounds. Weighed myself this morning, so I feel really good about that. I've been in the same weight 10-pound range for the entirety of this year, basically. Up and down and up and down and up and down. Better than up and up and up and up, I know, but you know, I'm not even frustrated by it. I'm just got a new outlook and we're going for it. So yeah, so Chub Club started this week on WhatsApp with Joe and Emily and Ian, and that was really good. By the way, hey Cammers, I hope you would film with your grandson. He's a handsome little thing, isn't he? Cutie. Yeah, so we're all starting. Everybody's sort of contributed over the last couple of days. I got a really good pep talk from my son saying, Mom, you basically want to lose too much weight in too short a period of time. And I was like, yeah, but that's my goal. So, you know, you're supposed to support me, not tell me that I'm going to fail. Sorry, my foot itches. So, yeah, so exercise this weekend wasn't actually regimented exercise. Rather, it was carrying tubs of autumn decorations and winter bedding, winter clothing up, repacking. And you know those bags that you put your vacuum cleaner on that sucks everything down into like a little bunch of stuff. Yeah, I had to do that with all my summer clothes because it's been basically 46 to 50 degrees here for the last 5 days, and that ain't gonna change anytime soon. Probably not until next April. So yeah, so I was a little cold. I must admit. So we're on layers today. Anyway, it looks very sunny out this morning, but unfortunately it's going to start to storm pretty bad here on the northwest coast of England. Just having a cup of coffee this morning. I will go down and have some oatmeal. I am going to not eat any bread at lunch this week. And no, Tony, it's not because of you, even though you probably do deserve credit for it, because that's been niggling in the back of my head. But if Tony doesn't watch this, Kim, don't tell him I gave him credit. You know, men. Anyway, so yeah, I am going to try to get through this week, see how I fare. I'm basically going to, instead of using bread, I'm going to make lettuce rolls with various things on them, with sliced chicken and tuna, but tuna without, like, I read the other day, you can put a teaspoon of mayo in tuna and it's just the same flavor as if you basically soaked it like if you were at a diner with like 5 tablespoons of mayo. So I'm going to try that, and that's what I'm going to try to have. Also, I thought, why do I just limit my roast veg to dinner time? Because I can have roast veg on a chilly day, and yeah, so why aren't I doing that for my lunch? I'll tell you why. Because I don't want to run my whole oven. But there's no reason for that either. So what I thought was, next week, probably Friday or Saturday, I am going to be on the Schlamazon or the Fleabay and get myself a toaster oven. One, because the only time I really need to run my whole oven is if I'm baking a cake or I'm baking cookies, you know, anything like that. Sometimes my broiler, but yeah, I don't need to run my oven all the time. And if I had a toaster oven, then I could, you know, do our meals either in the crock pot or a toaster oven without running the whole oven, and save on energy and less harm to the environment. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, getting back to the point of that, I don't know why I was thinking I have to restrict myself to roast veg at dinner time. It's silly. I can have that for lunch. And I quite enjoy veg. And veg is, you know, it's good for you. It's fairly inexpensive. And it's not a carbohydrate. So yeah, so I'm going to do that. Speaking of vegetables, my tomatoes are okay. Well, my cherry tomatoes are okay. I don't think my corn's going to be large enough for consumption this year, and that's my fault, you know, being new in the house and not sure where I was going to plant things and blah 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 blah. So that's unfortunate, but I can cut it all down, cut the stalks down, and make a stack for my front door, which would be really nice. But yeah, so veg this week. Like I said, the exercise wasn't regimented yesterday, but there was a lot of it. I mean, a lot of exercise, up and down, two sets of stairs. So that I kicked off my day with leg lifts and 60 repeats. And I really need to get some sit-ups pushed in there somewhere. But yeah, for now, I do what I can. Today is a very busy day, and so there'll be a little bit more exercise, a little bit more shifting of things. But for the most part, it's sewing and crafts. Yeah, that's that. Sure. Yeah, so hopefully I can get 20 minutes of Rich Simmons in, and that would be good. And the progress that we've made in the basement is such that when my buckets go back downstairs, I will actually have room for the treadmill. So what I was thinking was, because I don't like leaving the house during the day. I'll tell you why. Okay, this is really weird, but I'll just tell you what happened, Kimmers. Up, if you drive out of my driveway and you go up on the main road that is off my street, and you drive that way towards Burnley, a 47-year-old woman was abducted by a 16-year-old boy. I don't know if she was abducted or she just went along with him, and he strangled her and put her in a wheelie bin, which is, you know, basically a garbage bin that, you know, you like put out in the curb for waste management. And then he took her to, I think it was Adlington Cemetery, and dumped her body. And now I don't feel safe, and I know it's ridiculous. I know it's ridiculous. One thing I can't understand is why a 16-year-old boy would kill somebody, but fuck. Anyway, so I don't really want to go out of the house and down to the basement. I talked to Ian, and he said the basement door locks from the inside, so I could lock myself in the basement. But I'm just creeped out right now, so I don't want to go down there by myself. So, with the house empty during the day. So what I thought was I would just do it at night, because Ian goes down there to play guitar and build and, you know, play around with his reel-to-reel and all this fucking wall of stereo components that I just don't get. But there you go. He probably doesn't get my stuff either. But yeah, so I thought I could go down while he's downstairs at night and just get a walk and then get a nice shower, and, you know, that'll send me off. So yeah, so after dinner, treadmilling, I guess. Ugh, God, I look horrible. Look at me. I look so bad. I look horrible. No makeup, no nothing. So yeah, so, and some Richard Simmons or some Leslie or whoever I happen to find on the internet for free. And yeah. Oh, and I went and looked at your 6 and 6 thingy, whatever that was. I can't remember the name of it. I'm really sorry. Holy shit, dude. Wow. Holy shit. You brave girl. My knee would break in the first 5 minutes. Holy shit, woman. Do you really do that? Pop me. No way. Oh my God. Anyway, good for you. Right, so I do have a little bit of crafting stuff to show. I don't have the magazine for this. I'll start with sewing. This shirt right here. Ian came home with this pattern for me, and the sewing magazine. So, love sewing magazine. So, I really like this shirt. I did want this. Sorry, I really did want this pattern. To get a better view, you can look at A and C, but I'm putting the long sleeves on it because it's for the winter. Well, actually, I'm not really putting long sleeves. I'm putting 3/4 sleeves. But that's that top. And I think I had showed this fabric when I first got it. I bought it as a remnant at that fabric store where I got that big haul. Remember that? And I didn't know what I was going to be able to do with it because there wasn't much. Well, guess what? There's enough for me to make that top. Yay! So I have the pattern pieces cut out. I sewed, because of the way this fabric was, I sewed, because it rolled, I sewed the edge up. So I sewed along this edge. Here, camera. To make it lie flat, and then it didn't lie flat, so I'm gonna figure something out. But yeah, so I'm gonna make that for myself. So the length will be C, and the arms will be these, but I can't, it's not very easy to do this, but it'll be 3/4 length, so halfway down my forearm. So I did that. I got that cut out, so that's all ready to go. There was a really good article in Love Sewing this month about tips and tricks for making your sewing. Hang on a second. Oh, it's a blackbird. Jesus, that scared me. Okay, sorry about that. Look, a squirrel. So there were tips and tricks on how to sew faster, and one of them was to get a bunch of things cut out, so I'm going to do that. Hugo's trousers are probably too long, and they're not hemmed at the bottom, but they're done for his Ninja Turtle outfit. Crotch is fairly even. And I got the elastic in, which isn't too tight or too awfully, you know, restraining. So I got that done, and I finished off, except for to put the snap in, I finished off the top. And that's the back, so the snap goes up here. Oh, you'll be able to see where the snap goes. The snap goes there. It's got some bias tape, and I just did a really quick hem underneath. So yeah, so that's done. Under the pits, that is way off. This is probably worse yet. Yeah, this one's worse. But there you go, it's a Halloween costume, who fucking cares? I really need to make a schedule this week because it is September and I need these done. About working on those two things. I should just get his shell and stuff done, to be honest, and the rest of that nonsense, and then be done with that one and then move on to Byron's. The other thing I did was I had mentioned that I was going to take my wool down that was there, and skein it up, which I did do. So it's the green wound up. With the green, and I did the sort of spicy orange one that's bound, and I started knitting on socks. I have 10 rows to go before I can turn the heel. It's so nice to knit on something that you actually want to knit on, and not those other Halloween socks, which I put in the bin. Now you're going to see a loose row here. That was me experimenting. If I hold it back, maybe you'll be able to see it. There you go. So it's right there, thereabouts. That was me experimenting with knitting techniques. Yeah. I found out I don't like to use my pointer finger to flick because I don't do very well. Continental knitting was fine. The rows were just a little bit tighter, but there you go. But that's the socks so far. So these are my Halloween socks for this year. And Thanksgiving, because of the collar. There we go. There, now you can really see it right here. See this row right here, it's looser. Anyway, yeah. So, got that done. Ordered a project bag from my friend Helen Duffin from, well, I think she's in Johnston. I don't know if that's near Glasgow or Perth. I think it might be Perth. I don't know. Anyway, So I got that coming, and that's gnomes, so I will use that at Christmas. But yeah, that's pretty much all my crafting. My room's a mess right now. I have a bin here. I have shit everywhere. So I think what I'm going to do is when I'm done recording for you guys, I am going to get my notebook and make a schedule for this week for things that I need to get done and stick to that schedule. Obviously, one of which is getting my bags put up on eBay. So yeah, there we go. That's that. I guess that's it. Exercise, eat right, stick to it. If you can keep doing that 6 thing, dude, keep doing that. Holy shit. I'd have a coronary in the first 3 seconds, but there you go. Anyway, don't tell Tony. Be bad. Anyway, right, I'm gonna go. I meant don't tell Tony about the bread. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get going because it's 16 minutes and that's enough of your time taken up. But I hope you're okay. I hope you're enjoying the autumn weather, and I will talk to you later this week. Okay? See you later. Take care. Keep stick to it. You can do it. Bye.